Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner. I'm Elsie Johnson. We are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
Homemade stewed tomatoes, and we're actually making them from scratch today. I have tons of tomatoes at the fruit stand, so why use canned? Growing up, we always used canned diced tomatoes, which was wonderful anyway.
And it was one of our staples in our home.
And we would have
tomatoes.
Right, we would have white rice, and we would put the stewed tomatoes over top of it. So
I'm going to go ahead and put this in here and start sauteing this while Elsie is finishing up the tomatoes. And she's going to show you how to dice these tomatoes here and make them where they're nice and...
Yeah, I'm just going to cut up these. I cored them. Took the hard center out of them. I have made canned stewed tomatoes. I've canned them, and I've actually given my mother-in-law Susie some, and she loves them too. She really likes when I can them. So probably as soon as the early summer, maybe springtime, I will be doing a batch of them as well.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna can me some of these.
Great idea.
I did some last year or year before, and gave Susie a couple jars of I did quart-sized jars, and gave them to her. Let me in here, please. And she said they were great. She loved them. I had a little bit on one of the batches I had done. I had put too much black pepper in it, and it made them a little spicy. But she said she loved it that way. But
I love spicy.
Honestly, it was an accident when I was making them. I was going to pour the pepper in, and I accidentally poured the pepper in.
Happy little accidents, folks.
But she loved it. She said it was wonderful. She loved the extra black pepper in it.
Happy little accidents make the best recipes.
And she has asked me multiple times since then when I'm going to can some more. So I will be doing it early summer, probably late spring. This year I'll can me some more.
So what we're going to do after we get this on here and we get it simmering and stuff, we're going to take this and put this in the kitchen on the regular stove so we can continue to keep using our prep station and keep this going. So
being these are fresh, you're going to have to cook them a little longer than you normally would, like in, you know, if it was a canned tomato or whatever, because you need to cook these down. You need to make sure these tomatoes actually reduce.
So there is chopped celery, chopped onion, and we have green bell pepper, and they're all fresh. So those cinnamon rolls look so good.
They do look good. They smell good too.
We gotta let them sit for a little bit before we invert them over a platter or a plate or something to be able to serve them up this evening. Oh my God, are they good?
Yeah, I can't wait.
They're humongous. They're huge.
Yeah, they did. They expanded even more than when we showed you how they had risen in the pan. They expanded even more when they got in the hot oven.
Mom used to make her stewed tomatoes where it was sweet.
Yeah.
And it was so good. That's one thing I miss about eating tomatoes is I don't have...
We are going to put...
I can't eat that.
Right.
And also, fresh tomato sandwiches. Putting some like fresh bread with some mayonnaise or some salad dressing, and then you put a tomato slice on there with salt and pepper.
We are going to take like a tablespoon or so of bacon grease, because bacon grease in it is good too. You could actually go get you some bacon grease right now, and put in there with them. Because if we mix it in, it don't matter when you put it in.
Cool. Sounds good.
And I keep my bacon grease out on the counter in a mason jar. I used to put it in the refrigerator, and then I found out that it's safe to leave it out on the counter so it stays more soft. So it's not hard like lard when it's left out at room temperature, and it's fine. So show them how I keep it. I keep it in just a mason jar, and it's soft. It's more liquid, so and that's going to give it really good flavor. Because Mom always either fried up a little bacon or put bacon grease in hers for a little added taste.
It adds a little southern flavor.
Bacon makes everything better.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, that smell to this mask. Woo!
That bacon grease set it right off.
Ooh, yeah. Wow, we got a lot of tomatoes. Did you want to put some of them in here, or do you want to wait until
You can put some in. You can
diced?
Yeah. You're gonna actually cook that for like 10 minutes or so, and then turn it down and let it simmer for like another 5-10 minutes, and then you put your slurry in and thicken it up. And
when we get all the tomatoes in here, we're going to put in our seasoning, because we have all the seasonings right here. So, ooh, that is going to be good, y'all. And you know, the tomato's going to release some juices here too. So
Yeah, it
we
will.
have to look at that, as if it looks dry to you, it's because the tomatoes haven't released their juices yet.
right.
And once they do, then it'll be nice and watery.
I can tell you that making it fresh is really, really good.
I tell you what, there's nothing like homemade fresh food. Like fresh breads, fresh pies, fresh cakes. There's nothing like that. Nothing in the store. You can buy in a box, you can buy pre-made, is nothing compared to what you're gonna make when you make fresh cookies, fresh anything. That's some good cooking, y'all.
This is gonna be 6 whole tomatoes in here when I get done. Roger always laughs at me when I come over, because he's like, "Are you over here to boost stuff?" He said, "There goes the profits." Walking out the door. And I'm always like, "Well, at least you're eating."
That's right. You're getting to eat.
And you're not getting junk food. You're
Right.
eating real food.
Ben threatened us with a good time. He told us that if he didn't like tonight's dinner, he was going to go to McDonald's and get some food. I don't think he's going to get something as good as this there at McDonald's. He's being a silly man. All right. So our onions are already starting to be translucent, which is great. That the bacon really kind of
It smells, you can really smell it. And you're gonna
Freshness.
you're gonna cook that until it gets more liquidy, like it liquefies more.
One
So
more
it's
tomato.
gonna take a few minutes. So if you're not totally where you want to be in 10-15 minutes, just let it go. It's not gonna hurt it, because stewed tomatoes is usually more broken down, you know, where the tomatoes are in pieces and soft, so it's not going to hurt it to cook longer to get the consistency you want.
I have to tell you that stewed tomatoes is not a southern dish.
Oh,
It's a northern dish, guys.
it is something that we've ate all our lives, so who knows?
Well, our mother was born in Florida, so she's a southerner, but her family was Pennsylvania Dutch, and they were from Somerset, Pennsylvania. So this dish actually is a northern dish. It's not a southern dish. Look at
But
this. It's starting to
it
release the
should be a
juices.
southern dish, truly.
Truly, yeah, especially when you add the bacon in here, or the bacon grease. You This is fantastic. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The coloring is just so summery
Vibrant.
and vibrant.
Yep.
Just beautiful. And we put basil and oregano in here, so this is going to have some good flavor. Nice flavor.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah, there you go. Just get all them juices.
put the juice right in there. Once those tomatoes, look at it, it's already released the juices in
Yeah.
there. So we're just gonna let this continue to simmer. Once we get it to where it's cooked pretty good, we look like it's broken down pretty well, then we're gonna go ahead and put the slurry in and then reduce it and let it continue to simmer. And we're gonna be back, y'all.
Hey, y'all. This is cooked down. It looks really, really good. We're gonna add in our cornstarch slurry to thicken it up a little bit. And let this cook for, I think it was like 3 minutes or so.
3 to 5.
And let it cook on low. It's already thickened up. I don't even know how much really. I mean, you just want to cook the taste of the cornstarch out, really.
We put in extra sugar because we were used to it to being sweet when we were kids.
More sugar, yeah.
So we put in 1/4 cup of sugar in it, and it made it really good.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be really good on the. I don't think Mom ever put a slurry in hers. It was more liquidy, but this is going to set up really nice because it's a good consistency.
Yeah.
So
That looks delicious.
so that when you put it over your rice, if you eat it over your rice, it's going to just sit on top like a good gravy.
It's gonna be delicious, y'all.
It's going to be good, yes.
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Elsie,
And I'm Debbie,
we're two sisters Southern cooking.
and we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.